What's up, geeks and she-geeks? Welcome to another episode of Alamo City Geek Speak. Got a great episode today. We're going to be talking about some Deadpool. Who doesn't love some Deadpool? Talking about some R-rated comic book superhero guy kind of movies coming up. I got a little bit, of course, about some video games, Far Cry Primal, Division Beta, a couple awesome things there. Stay tuned.
So I guess pretty much just say whatever.
Yo, what's up? This is MC Chris. You're watching... No, wait, sorry. It's a podcast.
Yeah.
Yo, what's up? This is MC Chris. You're listening to Alamo City Geek Speak.
Hey guys, welcome to Alamo City Geek Speak.
Yeah. This is like what, episode 20,000?
This is episode, I lost track because we haven't uploaded.
I think it's 16?
It's 17.
It's like 17.
Oh wow, we're almost at episode 20.
Yeah,
we're on a prime number.
Once we
That's
get to-
exciting.
Well, once you... Oh my shit, you're right. Once we get
I
to
mean, we were on a
episode...
prime number, like episode what?
13.
11.
Oh, we're on a Far Cry Primal number?
Far Cry Primal number.
Far Cry.
Yeah,
That's it. 17 Far Cry Primal number.
Did you say Fur Cry?
Fur Cry. Well, okay, listen.
Far Cry Prime
If the
number.
animals can't speak, who's going to speak for them? Peter.
People can't really barely speak.
I put a fist up and everything because Peter puts their fist up and shit.
Yeah,
Or
I don't think
paws
that's
and stuff.
them.
That might not be them. There's some, whatever. Anyway, so this is episode 17. I think episode 20 is going to be pretty special. I'm sure. Wink, wink, maybe. Don't quote me on that.
More than likely.
Probably.
It's 20.
Fingers crossed. I hope so.
I didn't even think we'd be alive this long.
I didn't either.
Right? Everyone's like, there's a meteor coming.
I'm just pretty sure Jared and Justin would have... this is how I see it. Justin would have killed Jared already, probably with a USB device of some kind.
Like a mouse?
Maybe. He'd bludgeon him, essentially.
Bludgeon.
Dude, you get a lot of good speed when you start swinging that fucker around.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about the mouse, not necessarily Jared.
So, I mean, I assumed that was going to happen. Then we'd be embroiled in a court case where, you know, Justin has to kind of plead his case, and it was going to be like making a murderer.
Yeah,
Only
but-
you clearly did it.
And somehow I still get away with it because making a murder makes me
You're
look
like
good guy.
you're sitting in the interrogation room. You go, yeah, I fucking killed him.
They're
I
like,
don't know.
what did you do to him next, Justin? Did you maim him? You're like, yeah, I maimed him.
Oh, yeah,
did you free El Chapo? You're like, yeah, I freed El Chapo.
I do what I want. Well, we have a really exciting show today. We're going to talk about some fun stuff, but I think we're going to, kind of do what we always do and say, what have you been doing? But let's try this. It's a little different.
All right.
What have you not been doing? No, I was kidding.
No, that's too adventurous.
I haven't been going to the moon lately. I mean, I've been meaning to, but
I haven't kept up with my whole Lent thing,
I haven't found inner peace.
right? I
still
haven't
working on that cancer cure.
Yeah.
Damn it, dude. Well,
I also did not get drafted with the Dallas Cowboys.
right? And then somehow
Yeah.
Romo keeps coming back. Who's gonna go first?
I'll go first.
Of course, Sam goes first. Why wouldn't Sam go first?
Why wouldn't I go first? Lately, so this is like a what are we doing?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're still doing that.
That was just the theoretical kind of thing to go with.
We tried.
What is?
Mainly, like from last couple days, Far Cry Primal, which I know we're talking about, so I'll save a lot of my stories for that. But playing Far Cry Primal, I picked up the new Fire Emblem game for 3DS. I don't know if y'all are
Which
Fire
one?
Emblem fans.
Birthright?
Fates.
Oh, Fates.
It's Fire Emblem Fates Birthright and Conquest.
Oh, okay. So
They
you got
did
Fates.
a split game thing where, and then in the end they integrate.
That's the one where you can choose either a male or female hero, and they're like all.
Yeah,
dragon
it's an
themed
art.
shit.
It's a turn-based like strategy game where you control units and the units kill stuff, and they have like a rock paper scissors sequence with the weapons.
Yeah.
So chess.
Chess with like Japanese people.
Awesome.
I'd imagine pretty tough to beat them. Mathematicians.
No, not chess against Japanese.
No, not like
okay.
not like actual. I'm not like logging in. I'm not like opening a game with like a bunch of people in like the Tokyo district or some shit. I'm like, it's just it's just a bunch of people. Like they're all just Japanese named anime characters.
I played the one beforehand.
I'm trying to
It was
like
great.
dumb it down because like in my head I'm like they're like these epic, drawn together, story based
I like that
driven stuff. Hey.
I'd be the only one that knows that shit.
But yeah, I mean other than that, just those two games, they kinda got me glued. And then I've been working on my KI video for like the last like month. It's just been a bunch of. I should work on this. Far Cry Primal, and then
I think that's how a lot of this stuff goes for us sometimes.
Oh, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Oh, story.
You get pulled away by doing something.
Something completely frivolous.
Yeah.
And you're like, I'll just play it for a little while, and then like you look at the clock. Oh, it's already like 5 o'clock in the morning. I should probably go to sleep now.
I haven't seen either side of 5 o'clock in the morning in probably years.
Well,
Pete.
yeah, I'll go. Well, I haven't been on the show for a while. Hi, everybody.
Hi, Pete.
I'm Pete.
Who's Pete?
Hi,
Yeah, right,
Pete.
yeah. Hey. Well, I mean, in addition to going to PAX, which is great, I ended up going with my girlfriend. It was pretty cool. And she took care of me because I had to use a cane. That's why I wasn't on the last two. I was on the KI thing, though, because I wasn't using the cane anymore. But that was fun. You know, we had a lot of good times talking with Brandon. I've been playing a lot of games, actually. Picked up Street Fighter 5. I've been playing the shit out of that. I played the Division Beta, which is what we're going to talk about today. Everybody played that, I assume.
Yep.
Also went into Dying Light and started the story.
Oh, I missed that game.
Yeah, I mean, and I bought it on
I
PS4.
love Dead Island parkour.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yes.
It's fucking Dead Island
It's
parkour.
Dead Mirror Island Edge. Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Like, truth be told, I just love luring like zombies on them like rooftops and then drop
kicking
kicking
them.
them off
Yeah.
like Exploder, like King and Tekken.
And just splice
You grab him from the legs and then you do the freaking hurricane thing. And
and make weird
Yeah.
sounds.
Is that a jaguar?
You're supposed to be
That was
human.
supposed to be. Yeah.
And or a leopard.
We had a leopard. And we did a Street Fighter 5 video last week. I'm editing that right now. And then I've been distracted and doing shit. And then just working as I usually do. Because working is good.
We must do that to survive.
I
think.
mean,
Yeah.
it pays for the place, so.
You know what they say? Idle hands spend time at the genitals. I was kidding. No.
No, they do say that. You just shouldn't have right now.
Whose genitals, though?
He's just said the. Leave it.
which is it's
We'll
just
leave the
open for
mystery up there.
interpretation.
Yeah.
I have been playing some Division Beta. That was cool. So me and Justin, we recently built new computers, and I haven't been able to like actually PC game ever. Because I always had, if I had a computer that was mine, I could only do kind of basic shit.
Right.
I think the HP that we had before this one was kind of a gaming computer, a little bit.
If it's a little bit, it already isn't.
Yeah, I mean, like I use gaming in the very loose.
It was
And it's gaming due to the fact that there were video games on it.
right.
It was the Diet Coke of gaming.
It
computer.
sure was. But I mean, it served its purpose for the 4 years or so that I had it. But I think it was time to move on. So I built myself what I consider pretty decent rig and spent a little more than I thought I was going to on it. But hey, that's how capitalism works.
It is.
And I got some cool shit though. And playing Division, like I can play on almost all ultra specs. So
Fuck
that's
yeah.
fucking good.
That is good. And you also got a code from the Strictly Nerd stream that Jared and Tyler
I did.
were on.
I haven't got my code yet. I don't know who to ask.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll get that.
And let me say,
It was
though,
for the
that
last Mimsy,
I
right?
wish the last remnant,
Oh,
not the
okay.
last Mimsy.
I like the last Mimsy better.
I don't know.
I
what
think
the last,
everybody does.
I don't know what the last remnant is, but it'll be cool. So that
There's a JRPG.
I'll
right?
talk about
Yeah,
that too a little
exactly.
bit because
It's okay.
they Jared and Tyler were on the same on the stream, and it was awesome.
Hell yeah.
And I wish I could have watched more of the stream, but obviously they played at midnight with the guys, and I tried to watch some. I watched a little bit of World of Warcraft because they did that right afterwards.
Right.
And then I was watching some the next morning. They were playing Mario Maker. And I was watching before I went to work, and just interacting with the different people that were in their chat room. It was fun. They were having a good time, and I think they put on a really good stream.
Chat was great. The stream was great, and we obviously put out a lot of stuff about us also.
Yeah.
On our time.
Shameless self plugs.
Shameless self plugs all over the place. If you guys are listening to this and this is your first new episode that you've got to enjoy, well, welcome.
Yes, that's yeah.
Yeah.
No, seriously, like for real, I didn't even think about
Yeah.
that. There should be people who are I swear to God, I speak English.
Did you say people sewer?
There are people sewer.
Yeah,
People sewer
'cause
tricks.
we got at least, what, 10 or 15 new subscribers from the collab with...
I think so.
Yeah, and then
yeah,
plenty
it's
more
definitely-
from, obviously from Facebook. And then, we're doing a giveaway also on Twitter and Instagram. So Pokemans. This will actually be up probably...
And I know all you millennials love Pokemon.
Yeah,
I know,
Don't
right?
you even lie.
This
Don't,
probably
don't
actually-
judge me.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Don't judge me.
This will probably be out tomorrow, so everybody can enjoy that. And if it's not, it'll be out Friday morning. Hey guys, we're giving away Pokemon codes this weekend, Saturday.
This is for the February Pokemon from Mew.
Yeah, February
If you
27th.
didn't get a chance to get it already.
Yeah, and
Dude, I do, and we have new cards. to give
yeah,
away,
we
too.
have Mew cards to give away too. So yeah, you guys should definitely stay tuned if you're. I'm sorry to hijack your shit.
No, that's okay. Plug away.
Oh, yeah,
You know,
so, yeah,
these
yeah.
are things we're giving away, and we want to. I mean, because other than that, like that was pretty much it for me. Watched the stream, played some Division, doing some other PC gaming. We were playing Brawlhalla, Gary's mod.
Hells yeah.
man.
Which Gary's mod is just ridiculous and is just full of. We were playing the hidden.
Oh,
Oh my god,
dude, I am.
And then we played some prop hunt. Always a good time.
I've
with
never
prop hunt.
played Gary's mod, so I don't even know what the fuck prop hunt.
Prop hunt's awesome,
amazing.
right? So it's you have a team of if you're playing with 6 people, 3 hunters, 3 props, and you inhabit a prop, just any random thing on the
And
toaster,
this is all
a
using the
lobster,
Valve
whatever.
engine, so this is all in like Half-Life 2 setting. Like, so you get all the Half-Life 2 props and everything. So it just
You just become a
miniatures and maxes.
can of soda. Is like the hardest thing to hit, but you just run around as a can of soda trying not to get shot by these
running
guys.
out the doors. They have to shoot you. Any incorrect props they shoot, they lose health. So they really have to be meticulous about what they attack.
Oh, it's awesome.
You know,
I
the
didn't
worst,
know that.
the worst thing about playing this game is you have those people who are, and I'm doing air quotes, pro prop hunters.
Oh wow.
They'll play as a prop, and they'll play something, and then sit somewhere and not fucking move. And half the fun of that game is to watch the hunters
Yeah.
go, what the fuck, I just
And
saw
then
a box
turning into
move.
like insane things, like a baby doll, or like Jacob was running around as a lobster.
Dude, yeah, seriously. Like, one of my favorite things to do on one of these maps, it's the cafe map, is I wait for them to walk in, and as soon as they walk in, I slip out the other side of the door. And they're like, oh, did I just see something move? And they
Or he
come
would
in
run
front of
up.
me.
We would see him and chase him up the stairs. And as soon as he gets to the top of the I'm trying to see it. As soon as he gets to
Top
the
of the
top
stairs.
the top of the stairs, he just falls right back down. And we don't see it because as you're turning that corner, it's 2 flights of stairs. As you're turning that corner, you don't see him like jumping off. So we run upstairs like idiots looking for him. He's downstairs laughing. He's a banana.
It's like, you can't catch Mr. Banana. It's a lot of fun.
So
That sounds like fun.
That's kind of what it's been a while since I've been on the show too, so I'm not gonna go through every single thing. It's like I woke up this morning, had some toast.
Ooh, toast. Haven't had toast in months.
Was there butter on that toast?
There was and
Dude,
and
if you
sugar
have
and cinnamon.
toast without butter,
shit,
you're a
that's probably-
goddamn
That's cinnamon toast.
communist.
Cinnamon
Just
toast.
have toast.
Cinnamon
Yeah,
toast.
cinnamon
It's,
toast.
growing up poor. That's how we do
I like
it.
the.
I use
raisin
actual
toast.
cinnamon and sugar.
Really? Yeah.
That's
yeah.
all. Yeah, that's
Oh,
how
you
it's
got to.
We used to take sugar. This is way
It
off
used to be
topic.
whole meals.
But dude, we used to take sugar and cinnamon and mix it in the same mixer. Like we'd take an old container of like fucking lemon and pepper and like dump everything out and wash
yeah.
the tin out.
You have
And
lemon,
then-
cinnamon, sugar.
Say, you know what, dude? It's a little zesty and sweet. You know,
Bit of
it's
a
like
kick.
it's like having a lemon pie with a little bit of pepper on top of it. And some garlic.
It's like having Wingstop and a Blizzard all at once.
Lemon pepper wings, just scoop the ice cream out with it.
You know what? It's sweetie and meaty at the same time. You're right.
Sure is.
Smeedy.
It's your turn, Jeff, so I think I've talked enough.
It is my turn. I've been playing a lot of games. I've been playing a lot of games, just working, trying not to get fired, all that fun stuff. It's just you go to work and you try to do your job. You go in there, you want to do good, you try to do good, you do good, And then
You do good?
I try to.
I'm gonna have to ask these guys. How is he at work?
He just got a promotion to senior tech.
Senior tech. All them gray hairs. He
Yeah,
needs to be
they're
senior
in
tech.
senior
I'm gonna say
Senior
is
tech.
fuck you, bro.
You shaved your entire head. Just 'cause
I
of
did
those gray
shave.
hairs.
Okay, that's not the only reason. I came home Saturday, the same Saturday we went out drinking. I came home Saturday and I was gonna cut my hair, but I decided somehow in my gracious drunken fervor to hold off and decide if I want to do it. And then on Tuesday night, I got home and I said, "Fuck it." And
Were you
I
like Pedro on Napoleon Dynamite?
Yeah,
My head was too hot.
pretty much.
I shaved it all off.
So I cut it all off.
Yeah, you are Pedro.
Yeah, I did it pretty well. I mean, if I see the movie again, I could like do the entire thing with him. It's been a while.
That's both great and sad.
I know.
Because I'm not gonna watch the movie with you, so you probably watch the movie by yourself.
He's just
Or
sitting
with-
there quoting Pedro's part.
Yeah, I would assume like
in the dark.
Nobody wants to
mouthing it.
watch that movie again.
Just tearing.
Do the chickens have large talons? See, the worst part of that movie is it's quotable, but you hate it.
I love that movie.
I like that movie.
Look, I
I
can't.
like the violence in the movies because it's always so sudden.
Yeah,
It's so dopey.
stakes in each
You know, when
other.
they just sitting there and just watch this, and he just pegs him with a stake from like 50 yards back in the face while he's on a bike moving. I was like, that's pretty good.
But I can throw a football clear over that mountain.
You can turn back time. Yeah, just playing a lot of video games. Like Brandon said, we built a computer, so I dropped about $1,100 on
Yeah,
the
it was-
computer.
Well, because you bought 2 graphics cards. After you returned the other one, you were still about $950.
Yeah.
$900 in.
I bought stuff I didn't
we
have
both
to
spent
buy.
about $1,000 on those computers.
Hey, not too bad though.
Tax return. Tax
Tax
return.
return.
Yeah.
Tax return. Go Sam. Uncle Sam, not you.
I didn't do shit.
But yeah, we
I didn't help you with that shit at all.
I wasn't even there. I just found out you built yourself a new computer today.
Mine's
Well,
got
we,
LED fans on it. Mm-hmm.
we've been having a lot of fun.
Welcome to the club.
Yeah.
I've been playing Dying Light too. I went back. I played about halfway through on hard mode plus, and I was like, "This shit's hard." But then,
what's fucking hard on fucking hard? I was like, God damn it, I keep dying.
We stopped playing because it got too easy because of the cheats. You remember the item duplication cheat?
oh yeah.
So like we just had like unlimited ammo, UV.
Dude, I still
called? Flares.
because I started up on New Game Plus, a hard mode New Game Plus. I guess it's not that hard because I have like 2,000 med kits, like 1,000 exploding.
We used to
firecrackers.
just like run outside, like we'd wait for it to be dark and then just go out there
and just murder those guys.
what are they called? The volatiles? Just
Volatiles,
wait for
yeah.
them.
Actually,
It's like they didn't scare us anymore.
I drop kicked one in the water and watched him drown the other day. It's pretty great. But yeah, been playing that for a while. I'm actually almost at the end, so I can start finally playing the following. Kind of scared. I got to play the following in hard mode, but whatever.
Yeah.
You have to now.
Yeah, because I've already upgraded to hard mode. Doing that, and that's really about it. We got a lot of fun stuff to talk about, especially when it comes to the Division beta. I'm sure we have our own war stories from New York.
Let's talk about that.
Let's dive right in, yeah.
So I got into closed beta during PAX weekend. Played the fuck out of that, and then I got it on PC and I got it on Xbox One. So I got the best of both worlds, like Miley Cyrus.
Double balling.
Yeah, double balling. So the Division beta, the original closed beta, compared to the new beta that was just this past weekend, leaps and bounds better from what I played. Because this weekend was like, oh shit, like the graphics actually look kind of nice. And then every once in a while, it's not 30 FPS, it's like 45. I'm like, oh, I hope that the game is actually like this. It gave me a really good feeling about the actual final product. So I'm actually pretty excited for it. I'm going to pick it up on both PC and Xbox One.
Really?
Yeah, just because like I have friends that are going to buy it on Xbox One, and I have you guys going to buy it on PC. So I'm not going to be a fucking sellout and just be like,
I know.
I'm not going to buy it on that.
And it sucks because I have friends that have Xbox One, friends that have PS4, and friends that have PC.
Yeah.
But a lot of the times it's like only one of those.
Yeah.
And I've made the unwise financial decisions to get all 3 of those systems. So I got to pick and choose. But I think we're going to get it for PC because my PC runs it so great.
Well, because
Yeah.
Justin's going to get it. Jacob's
I'm getting
gonna
on
get
PC
it.
too.
Yeah.
Sam's
You
going
take
to get
the
it.
step into PC Master Race, you don't look back.
You can't.
You can't. It's It's really hard for me because the entire time I was playing the beta. Originally, I had the beta downloaded on my Xbox One because I had the day before everybody else.
Right.
So I started playing the beta, and I was like, "This is fucking awesome! This game's awesome! It's better than Destiny." Talk about that in a second. Anyway, so like I was like, "It's better than that and all these other games."
You know how I know you miss Destiny? Because you're comparing other games to it.
Okay, so maybe
You could have said
Anyway,
it's better than any game.
But no, I have proof.
Could have said
That
it's
we're
better
gonna talk
than
about.
Diablo.
It's better than fucking Hello Kitty Island Adventure.
Is it better than Watch Dogs?
I just found out that's a
Way
real game.
better.
Yeah, we talked about that in the video.
I brought it back. That's called foreshadowing. No,
Is it?
not.
No, it really isn't.
it's
We're all
really
shaking
not.
our heads.
No, I don't know, Brent. I'm not one of the
The
scientists.
opposite.
Me, Sam, and Peter just kind of glancing at each other.
That'd be like
It's
reshadowing.
Nobody's
I all know you rocket problems. So Yeah, no. So the beta on the Xbox One looked great at first. Then I played it on the PS4, and then I got the balls to put it on my PC because I was like, my PC can't run it. I'm one of those guys who hates his computer, even though it's really good.
Yeah.
But I'm like, you fucking suck, or you could be better, right? I'm kind of like
NVIDIA 960s
fucking
bullshit.
I'm kind of like one of those Russian coaches for like the for the gymnastics team. I'm like, you fucking suck. You're not good.
or like a tiger mom.
And like in reality, they're like top of their class, but I'm like, nah, you suck. No, so I finally got the balls to play it, and I ran it on high at 58 frames per second.
Which is good, yeah.
Which
Which
is
I could run it on high at 30 frames per second, so I had to end up getting a fucking processor, which I ordered. It'll be here next week.
Yeah,
but-
yeah.
Ooh, so I'm gonna.
You got the i5?
I got an i5, yeah, with all the bells and the. I can't whistle. Yeah, but yeah, no. Playing it on PC was definitely better than playing it on computer.
It
or
had
on
a
Xbox
it had a
One and
cleaner
PS4.
look to it.
It did, and also the interface. I mean, like the controls and shit, they weren't too bad for being on a keyboard and mouse.
Well, let me just say this. I'm a plebe, and
So
I
you could
use my
Xbox-
Xbox One remote
Yeah.
on my PC because it feels so damn good.
Yeah, and I'll probably end up doing the same just because I want to be comfortable when I play it.
Yeah.
So-
Well, that would be a big thing. I mean, leaning over a keyboard and breathing into a microphone.
But you,
Not
you see a
exactly-
bunch of guys at Dark Souls like, what do you guys do?
And because of no one thing, this is why Destiny didn't release on the PC, because everybody would be like, hey, Glass, we're gonna go over here and take the.
We're gonna do lots of glass.
You guys want to go? No,
Yeah, that could be our fan base. You know.
oh,
We could probably
that's
have
fine.
we could probably have
it's-
a bunch of hermits.
no, we're just kidding, guys.
Not
Do
just
every YouTube video. How dare you?
In the exact same situation.
I didn't actually say that about you, and they.
How dare you make me feel
The,
so
the
conscious?
comments on the YouTube channel would be like audible breathing, and then just like words in between.
Heavy breathing.
on either side.
Asterisk on either side. Yeah.
Neck beards. This is hashtag beards. No, I think that playing on the Xbox One controller probably would have felt good, but I played on the keyboard just because I was used to that.
Also, that Xbox controller I bought at GameStop, that gold one, it's
You know what's
a
a gold
fantastic-
one?
Yeah,
That's-
it's like a
It's an aftermarket.
like those soft touch
Gold
kind
colored.
of.
Oh,
it's gold
okay.
colored. It's not like a shiny metallic. It's like a soft touch, and the triggers on it are way better than the actual Xbox One remote.
No shit.
Like it's got these cool like slopes on the side. It fits way more comfortable.
Well, I have that Kylo Ren controller from Xbox One, and it's gross. I love the controller because I love Kylo Ren. Dark Side Forever.
Is it
But
difficult to use?
It's just it's slimy when you start using it a lot.
I know that feel.
They're kind of slick on it.
Yeah, I know what
That may be you.
Maybe.
I was gonna, did it try to kill your dad?
I hope you've seen the movie. If you haven't,
I didn't say anything about that. I was asking a simple
I'm
question.
just saying.
He said your dad, not his.
I didn't say anything about controllers. Don't have parents. Pete.
They have cold, lifeless mother.
They have robotic
nectars.
hands
Yeah.
that kind of put them together.
No, one of the really interesting parts that I was asking people on the forum, and I asked one person, and I gave up because people were talking about Dark Zone, didn't want to listen to anybody.
Yeah.
What happened to the tablets that we saw in E3 so many years ago? Being able to control like that little bot or whatever. Remember in the demo?
I do remember that.
He was
Oh,
the
do they have
tablet.
like a companion app? Or
Yeah.
you're talking about like
It's
they're
because
like-
companion apps have never been successful.
They have, and that's got to be the reason they got rid of it.
Battlefield tried to do it. Didn't Call of Duty try to do it?
Battlefield kind of did because it was more of it, but Battlefield only really worked because it was if you had
It was a
whole
browser,
squad.
but also it was
Yeah.
a,
Because
it was
all
a
it was
browser
was-
searcher too.
Yeah, it was just a thing that you could use to like issue commands.
Yeah.
And
Well,
actually, like,
well,
Watch
see-
Dogs did it with a game. They had like this really cool. We tried it like over and over. You could stay connected for like 2 seconds and instantly disconnect you. Never worked. But it was really cool in concept because it was a specific game mode, and the way it worked was, or there was a couple game modes. The one I kept trying where the person playing the game had a race from point A to point B by any means. And then the person on the tablet has control over the police helicopter.
They just stopped it.
And
shit.
you just had a top view of a map on the tablet, and what you would do is you had the ability to kind of drag police cars into the scene. You can put them in strategic points, and they like intercept, and they start chasing down. And then as you can see in live, you're supposed to see in live action them moving, so you can see like where you could like lift up those posts to block those traffic blockers, and you can time it just right by touching on the thing. Problem is, it would work for like 2 seconds, and you instantly just get disconnected, so you can't find hosts.
Well,
Super
Battlefield
lame.
Battlefield did
It never worked.
they did a server browser, and they did a way you can connect with other players. And then they also had the commander mode where you can actually.
That's what I said.
Yeah, issuing the commands and stuff. You also had the Fallout, the Pip-Boy.
That my thing with that was like, I thought it was cool, like how that had the app, and I mean, it works perfectly.
Yeah.
But what's the point? Because I mean, like you're still dying, and you're like,
or you get your friend to do it or something like that.
Yeah,
it costs me a purified water.
But then if you're like us and you got 12 friends and you're like trying to fight something, you're gonna go against a death claw. Like, oh, guess what? You got a bat in your hand, and it doesn't work.
Well, and another companion app, but I think they used it to be useful outside of the game when you weren't playing it, was the GTA 5 like iFruit app.
Oh yeah,
That
with the
one was
dog.
cool. That
Yeah,
was cool.
and where you could customize your
Because that
cars.
gave you things to do for your game that directly linked to your game when you weren't playing.
But but that's the thing though. None of these apps had any kind of direct connectivity.
Right. They have less substance.
Except for the Watchdog one.
Well, like I said, but see, Battlefield did. But I mean, the fact you can call in cruise missiles and shit. But
Tom Cruise missiles.
The Tom Cruise missiles. He's like, I'm not gay.
It's not just
Magic.
He's really not.
Scientology
Cruise
rains
pointed
down
it.
from the sky.
Did you not see how hot Katie Holmes is?
He's Maverick, bro.
Right?
He should have been Goose. Anyway, so with all these apps coming out, I could see why they would drop that app. But I was kind of excited to see how it works. But then again, let's face it. At the time when Ubisoft was releasing this video, there was a lot of people in the crowd going, "Yeah, fucking right. Let's see the app work like that."
Yeah.
Because you'd be like, "God damn you! Why you're not doing what I want to
Especially
do?"
as massively multiplayer as this game is expected
Well,
to be.
originally it didn't have that whole massive feel. It had the feel of kind of like a random encounters.
Drop in, drop out kind
Exactly.
of multiplayer. It was real confined to maybe 3 people
And
Destiny
then-
was. And then they did them one better with the most recent trailer, you can have 4 people.
And then, first of all, that blew my mind. By the way, when we had a 4th person join, I was like, "Dude, I don't know if you could join." He joined. I'm like, "What the fuck?" But then I don't know. The Dark Zone is a really neat idea because now we have a place you can go in there if you want to blow up some steam and just kill people who are trying to extract shit.
Right.
Which, by the way, if you guys are listening to this, when we go in the Dark Zone, if you're on my team, that's the only way you're not going to die because I will shoot you in the face with a shotgun and go renegade in a heartbeat because I got nothing to lose.
A rogue. I think it was just kind of funny. It's like, because anytime I went in the Dark Zone, it was always the same extraction zone everyone went to was the rooftop one.
Oh yeah,
So as soon as anyone calls the extraction, I remember we ran in and we all put our stuff on there, and the guys who actually called the extraction couldn't do their stuff. They're like, "Way to go, assholes!" And I was like, "Why don't you kill us?" I didn't say it.
Well, most awkward thing ever. Emergency talk real quick about Dark Zone.
Emergency taco?
I heard emergency taco.
Did you hear it?
I did hear it. Well, I'm hungry, so I mean that's.
You guys want to get some emergency tacos after this?
Well, I can't have tacos because there's gluten shit.
You can eat the meat in the inside.
I could eat the meat in it.
All right, cool.
All
I'll
right.
eat the shell
Eat
right here.
Eat the meat in the
Brandon will
inside.
eat your shells.
And I'll eat your meat.
Wow. Well, this is interesting. What are you guys doing later? So, I think the other thing about the way the game felt was the fact that, I don't know, it just felt better than I expected it to feel. When
Kinda
you
like
first,
Deadpool.
Well, huh?
Kind of like Deadpool.
We're not ready to segue yet. No, I remember when you first told me how the game looked in the closed beta.
Yeah.
And at first I was like, "Shut up, Pete. You know what you're talking about." But it started getting to me. I was like, "Dude, what if he's right? What if this game sucks?" And then we played the beta. And I'm like, "Fuck you, Pete. This game's awesome. This game's fucking amazing."
And it was something that I had a realization to play in the beta too, because I was like, "Oh man, this game's gonna probably fucking suck." And then I was like, and I started playing it, and I'm like, well, that was a pretty cool kind of random encounter that he had. I guess you save those IFL soldiers or whatever the fuck, as you go into the base, you're like, "Oh, I'm just gonna huff it all the way over there." And then I saw this dude mugging this chick, and then I could put my gun to her, and then I shot, but it was an NPC. I was like, "Oh, that's kind of cool." I couldn't kill this guy. And then you go a little further, and then there's dudes looting the dude, and I'm like, "Oh, they're helping that poor man up," and they end up being bad guys. I was like, "Oh shit!" I gotta kill these
And they
guys.
turn around and start shooting, and you're like,
Yeah,
"Oh god!"
I was like, "Oh fuck!"
I think that the one thing that I was looking for the most, and which I found not in the same level I was expecting, but close enough. In the original video, I keep going back to the original video, but in the original video, they were fighting those guys on top of the police station, and bullets were flying down top of the police car. The tire gets hit, half the car falls down, and then the window, it starts getting broken to bits and stuff. I wanted to see that. So, no lie, for a good hour and a half while I was waiting for my friend, my roommate Jacob and Brandon to get online, I went around all of New York, including in the dark zone, shooting windows.
Yeah. I did that too. You shooting like the higher, like taller buildings and stuff, and you actually still see the windows like actually impacted by your bullet.
Yeah.
Neon signs, street lights, anything illuminated for the most part.
Anything like that made me feel so great.
Yeah.
See, and that's funny that you mentioned that in the about the beta that you guys played, because in the closed beta you couldn't do that bullshit.
No.
Yeah, the cars are just like, they're just cars, they're just models, they're blocks literally of like shit you can touch and geometry.
Generic bullet
Generic bullet gun packs and shit like that. And then the new beta was just like, oh man, you can do this. Like,
That's why I still put all the polish on there.
Yeah, I was like, holy shit.
It makes you think that was only about, what, 2 weeks apart?
Yeah, it was only a few weeks apart. I think maybe 3, because, it was only, 3 weeks. Yeah, because it ended on the 1st of February, I think.
So what are they going to be able to make happen when the game actually launches?
Not sure. I could definitely see them polishing up, the game. I hope it's optimized to the point where it's just like, because I don't have a really powerful rig, so I'm looking at least medium high, but I want at least to be high.
I can tell you this: I did watch a video of 60 frames per second of just them walking around in basic gameplay.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude!
It looks really nice.
Oh, I was watching it on my iPhone, and I was like, I hope this is high definition enough, But I was watching.
My phone can do it.
Especially coming from YouTube, all that decompression.
Yeah.
Well, I was watching in my second office at work, and that's the bathroom.
That's the bathroom.
I was watching it, and I was just like, oh my god! And I actually said out loud on accident, oh my god!
Oh my god!
And then I heard someone go. I was like, what the fuck do I say? They didn't know who I was, so thankfully no one knew that it was me.
I'm sure they knew.
Yeah.
You have a very distinct voice.
I was like, oh my god. But the other thing we talk about in the Division was not just the fact that it was a great single-player adventure, also multiplayer, heavily focused on multiplayer.
Right.
PvP in the Dark Zone, I guarantee we have stories to fill hours.
We do. We should probably, we can talk maybe one or two of them before we segue into a thing. I'll do mine real quick because it's a real simple story. So, like everybody else's fucking, extraction, it was on the roof. And I'd gone rogue because I needed to kill these assholes who had killed me originally. And needless to say, I took all their shit. So I ran up the ladder, and I didn't even know there was a ladder to go to the actual extraction thing. So I ran up there, and then I'm waiting, and then somebody had called it already. So I'm like, this guy knows I'm a rogue. I'm gonna kill him. So I fucking waited until the helicopter came in. He starts putting his shit on the back, and I killed him. So I took his shit and I put it on the thing right in front of him as he's like kind of like crawling around. And then I murdered him.
Wow. I want you to see.
I want you to see that I'm taking.
You essentially just took a Sharpie out of your bag and like erased his name and wrote your name on it.
That's exactly.
While drawing dicks on his face.
And it wasn't even like something good. It was like a fucking shitty grip to like an SMG.
You're like, I don't even want this, but I don't want you to have it.
It's like, oh, that's yours. That's nice.
Yeah.
Just throw it off to the side
I didn't
somewhere.
even need. And then the other two guys that were up there who were putting their shit up, they just started laughing. Like you're just like, man, you're an asshole. And then I started getting shot by them. I'm like, oh fuck! So I ran off and then I disconnected because I didn't want to die. But yeah, that's mine. Real quick, Dark Zone experience. That's my standout.
You know what? The best moment we had is we came across this large group of players who weren't
I missed out on this.
Yeah, they weren't all part of the same group, but they were all running together.
Right.
And they all went rogue. And we, when I say we, me and a bunch of other people who took it upon ourselves to be the Minutemen of the Dark Zone, ran up and just fucking destroyed them, dude.
Right.
Like, it was like 6 to like 9, and it was so great, so exhilarating.
Right.
Well, afterwards, and I remembered a lot of their names. Afterwards, me and my friend Jacob...
You always remember the names of the people you fuck with.
Yeah.
I always remember the name of the people I fuck with, yeah.
I thought you said the Lord of the Names. I was like, the Lord of the Names.
I remember the names. The Lord of the Names. I remember the names of the people that we fought. And we went to the extraction point on top of the tower, on top of the parking zone.
Of course.
Everybody
That's the one you want to.
That's
you go to.
That's the go-to.
So we go up there, and we're waiting for extraction to come in. And I start looking around. And I start noticing that every single person that me and Jacob just helped fucking kill, who I actually walked up to some dude and blasted him in the chest with the dual-barrel shotgun, was standing over there extracting their shit.
Oh, shit.
And I was like, Jacob. And he's like, he has his headphones on. He's like, what? I'm like, and he's like, what? It's like, take your headphones off. And he takes his headphones off. I'm like,
well, for anyone that doesn't know,
so I just said
proximity
Yeah, there you go.
You know,
Sorry.
that's why he's making.
That's why he's making him
off.
take his headphones off.
Even when you're
if
in
he
team
talked in
chat.
the mic, everyone around him would hear. It's like it'd be stupid if Justin would, hey Jacob, these are the guys that killed us, and they'd be all like,
Oh, that we just killed. Yeah, we just killed them and took all their shit, dude.
Can I be the? I don't know if this is just a plebe question, but mute.
Nope.
Pretty.
I mean,
pretty.
I
On
didn't.
your headset?
I didn't. Well, see, here's
You'd
the
be
thing.
asking way too much.
I have a snowball as my microphone, and then I run a headphone through my my speaker.
there should
So
be a mute button on the snowball, right?
No, there's not.
the
Oh.
snowball.
There is. It's called unplug it.
Should have gotten yourself.
That's what I do.
Yeti.
I'm gonna get a Yeti.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I kept telling him, dude, take your fucking headphones off.
Thanks,
Can I
sweetie.
tell you
Got me a
something?
microphone.
And then he finally takes his headphones off, like, we just killed those guys. And he's like, what? I said, we just fucking killed them. And then his girlfriend's like, bless her heart, she wanted to do her absolute best to help out. She's like, he said that you guys just fucking killed those guys. Like, she didn't say that, but he said that you guys just killed them. And then I hear the guy go, what? And I said, let's get the fuck out of here, Jacob. And we took off.
You should have shot one of those the sticky mines. You should have shot one of those right in the middle of it. That's what happened to me. That's my only story. Is I was in the dark zone by myself because I couldn't get into y'all's. Because for whatever reason I was too low of a level, and they're like, huh, nice try, kid. And then they walked in all badass, and I was standing there all like stick arms and stuff. I was like, but I want to play. So I went to the dark zone by myself while I laughed or while I listened to them have a good time and talk with other people. I was just running around, and there was like two other guys, and they called in an extraction, and we're fighting off the rioters that would come in. And like we go and we're putting our stuff on there, they're like, ha 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 ha, having fun, and then some guy just sticky bomb right in the middle of all three of us, and then just like runs over our corpses.
What a
Runs
dickhole, man.
Yeah. Then I see him again, still killing those other guys. I'm like, man, you'll fucking save yourself.
My story's a lot shorter because when I started playing, I played the beta and I got past the tutorial part, like finished the first couple missions to a part where you unlock the dark zone, and I didn't know what it was. I didn't know what the dark zone was, and in fact, this is a noob story, if anything. So I had no idea what y'all were talking about when you say extraction, because I didn't even get to that point. I walked in there, and there were like three guys standing there, and they just gunned me down out the entrance. And I was like, nope, fuck this. And that's when I stopped playing the beta.
So it was like
I was like, yep, Alta 4, I'm done.
You were playing on PC, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
There is a high probability that I may have been one of those people.
It was like just two people, and I was like right out the entrance, and I like walked up, and like I saw them, and I was like, oh guys, I thought I saw other people, and I saw like death and people dying and stuff on the screen, like counterscope. So I thought it was just PvP, so go. So like walked out, and I was like, oh, and I started like shooting them in the head, and I didn't do anything to anybody. And he's like, dot 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 dot, and I tried to like jump up in a truck and like hide in the bed. And they just jump, and then as soon as I did though, they got me down, and I'm just like crawling around in the bed of a truck. The guy just walks up and just.
and he starts doing jumping jacks on your corpse.
There was this
man, we
dude.
did that so much.
He runs in, and you can tell he was new because he was like level 4, level 5, going straight to dark zone. Bless his heart, right? So he goes straight into there, and meanwhile, me and this murderous gang of like 7 or 8 people are running around, just killing anything that moves. And he runs in, we start shooting him, he starts crawling, and I just bash him in the back of the head with a rifle. And then I had to do something on my phone, and they all left without me. Well, he respawned at the same point, came through, and I killed him again. And I was like, this isn't going to keep happening. He keeps spawning, and he keeps coming in and just goes balls to the wall, just keeps shooting at me and trying to kill me. And every time he does it, after he dies, I heal myself, or I use my little cooldown. I just keep killing him, and he can't stop me. And I was like, this is like, baby, if this is like a...
Because it's got like the green like little
Mice
medical
in,
crosses. It looks like you opened a set.
Tyson fought an infant.
like,
I was going to say Myson taught an infant. What? But anyway, so
That's the
I think I actually have a video that I want to put together for the division. I think it's gonna be just a real quick upload.
We should do a stream of it, or at least like a
Because
when it comes out on PC, me, you, and Justin. Sam,
I think
We definitely should.
Tyler's playing
I
too, so
have
we
a
can-
ton
I
of
don't like
video
Tyler.
also.
No, we'll put it in together.
Yeah, we'll put everything together.
Let you guys kind of see if you can get a chance to play the division.
And then kind of see the difference, I guess, between the two. You know?
Yeah. Well, and I think that also when the division does come out, like you mentioned, we are going to be probably doing a lot of streaming for it, a lot of recording,
Right.
and probably even getting together and getting rowdy in the dark zone.
I
If
have to
people
ask
want
to
to.
get the ACGS crew like together playing it. We just run around and wreck people.
That would be
Boom.
a good idea.
Just wreck everything.
And then we can just be like, holy, we'll just do like community challenges. Like, could you guys run across the entire dark zone without shooting your gun?
Cool.
Or like let's go and kill like a named mob, like with just the butt of our guns or our pistols or something.
Good luck. but maybe.
Challenges. Send us your challenges to Twitter.
Facebook,
ACGS.exe.
Instagram,
The Twitter.
The Twitter.
make sure also to tweet Kanye West that you hate him. Because I hate Kanye West. Yeah,
Everybody hates Kanye
I'm
West.
spreading my
I think
hate.
he just feeds off of it.
I think
He does.
I think he has like a copyright on hate, so like every time somebody hates something, he just makes a buck off
Just
of it.
makes him stronger.
Now, one thing I did mention before is that the Division beat Destiny as far as most players in a beta. Now, the big thing that people need to consider here
Is that Destiny was a year-long beta?
well, pretty much aside from that, when Destiny came out for its beta, it had both Xbox One, 360, PS3, and PS4 to play on.
I do remember playing that.
The Division was only Xbox One, PS4, and PC.
Right.
There was something like 4.2 million people playing Destiny. There was about 8 million people playing the Division beta. So this just says that like people were tired of fucking Bungie's shit. And if Ubisoft and Massive is the name? I can't remember the name of the company.
Can't remember the actual developer. But
If Ubisoft and the developer can come together and actually build solid content to come out over year over year, and not keep us capped off at bullshit and lie to us and say, oh hey look, here's a shitty Valentine's Day event.
8 missions to do if you're not piddling around in
They're
the
not
dark
gonna have
zone.
Dark Zone Racing.
here's Vault of Glass 10.
Yeah.
You can do a hard mode and you get the same stuff, but it's better.
You just hate your friends a little bit more.
Yeah.
Every single time you go in a dark zone.
So it's already gearing out to be a huge release. There's a lot of pre-orders behind it.
You know, only time will tell.
Only time will tell.
It's gonna be a good game. I could see the polarizing kind of thing coming on because the game is gonna be a lot smaller than initially noted, and then I think the first DLC that they've already announced is gonna be like the rest of the Dark Zone, and then it's gonna be like Grand Central Park after that,
Probably.
and something else. So the game's initially already has cut content, but it's so good you should just fucking buy it anyway.
So speaking of timed events, it's about time we go back in time for Far Cry Primal. Don't you fucking do that, Brandon. That was a good segue into Far Cry Primal.
That was pretty awful.
I don't care. You know what? If you guys think it was awful, tell me. If you don't think it was awful, let me know too. Either way, just tell me what's going on.
Give some feedback on awful.
yeah.
Just
awful.
give me good feedback. There's a piece of
If
trivia
you
bothering me.
think it was bad, leave a comment.
If you think it was good, like
If you
it,
like it.
and leave a video comment saying how good it was.
If you
That was
had
such
no
a
opinion
good
about it, just
segue.
subscribe.
Yeah.
Just hit subscribe. Yeah.
And then if you want me to do more of the Billy Crystal voice, if you want me to do an episode with nothing but the Billy Crystal voice,
Press 1 now.
how's it
Most people
go?
just like,
if you want to buy tickets
Mark
to
in
The
número dos.
Revenant, press 2.
You picked the last Mimsy. So the only one of us out of any of us who've been playing, what's that? Tyler's been playing.
Tyler's
too.
been playing too much.
Is the only one who's been playing Far Cry Primal are you and Tyler. What is your thoughts so far?
Amazing.
Amazing.
Now, the word amazing gets thrown around whenever
Right.
you first have a new love.
So I've been playing the game for since it came out.
which
Like
is yesterday.
Midnight and
Monday?
No,
Yeah,
midnight
Tuesday morning.
Monday.
Yeah.
Tuesday morning. Well, technically 11 o'clock here, so.
Okay, yeah.
No, rolling releases
That's
are
right.
right.
Yeah.
And I played it for like 5 hours that night, and then I played it all day yesterday. And I was playing it when I got home. I played it during lunch. It's essentially, to me, it feels a lot like how much of Far Cry 4 did you all play?
Pretty much all of it. It just,
Enough to get frustrated
the
with it.
Shangri-La missions. It's essentially the Shangri-La missions of the game.
Oh, okay.
But it's not the theme. It's not like the Shangri-La theme, not with all the flowers and the
That's right, because all you do is play with the
Nasty
bows and arrows in
gods.
that game.
Yeah, but that's pretty much what you have. So you start off, like, you have 3 main weapons, and then you have 3 projectiles. The weapon being a club, a spear, and a bow. You're caveman. There's not much. There's not much to it.
Can you throw rocks?
Yes. You
Okay.
can still throw rocks. In fact, you can get a slingshot now.
Can
That can sling rocks.
Can you pick it up? Can you pick up an AK?
No,
Then-
no, they haven't
yeah.
yet come up with AKs at this point in time.
Oh,
I think they
man.
stuck at like 12,000 BCE.
I think
They
Ice
stuck.
Cube-
They
got
did
the
before
wood.
Common Era.
They got the wood, but the metal is still ore.
Yeah, they haven't quite figured out the refining process.
Yeah.
Or how to forge a forge. So there's still some kinks that they're working out in Stone Age.
So, I mean, how good is the combat compared to like the other Far Cry games?
Since it's a lot more brutal in regards to you're not just pop pop and they're dead. It's you can like. My favorite thing to do in it is when they're not paying attention, or even if they are paying attention. In this game,
let them see themselves.
Yeah. In this game, since you can charge the melee weapons for heavy attacks, but you can do that while sprinting.
Oh, nice.
So what my favorite thing to do is get the two-handed club and just charge at people with the hand, like high above my head, and just run up and clobber people in the head.
Captain Caveman style.
Yeah, and drop, and that's probably the best feeling in the world.
Do body parts explode or fall off or anything like that?
No giving. But it is pretty bloody.
So like, do they do the whole like baby thing where they do this when you hit their head real hard?
They kind of just got they do the.
I wish everyone could have just.
I wish
seen
everybody
that.
could have seen.
It's just
like-
violent headbutt.
You look like a baby with a beard, honestly.
Wait, are you
Score?
overall, the combat's like it's pretty much the same. I mean, if you were to take the bow out of Far Cry 4, and then include a club and a spear, and it's pretty much the same. But what's real cool, since they did so minor on the weapons in this, there's only like 8 weapons. Everything else got focused on. So like the hunting aspect of all the animals is like way better.
Well,
There's
and
way more animals.
You get to be the Beastmaster.
Yeah, Beastmaster.
You get the tame stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, so in Far Cry 3 and 4, and actually it was actually Far Cry 2 that it brought this in that I know of. Whenever you were injured and you don't have med kits, you can always heal yourself up to a certain point by like pulling a bullet out of your arm or putting your thumb back into place. I heard with this one, it's a little less forgiving, so you have to have meat on your side. You have to keep a good supply of meat on you.
Right. So you can. They call it manually healing. It's a skill point you have to get, but you can still, and it only heals you 1 point at a time. If you don't have meat, but if you're in a game where what you do is hunt and you're the Beastmaster, I mean, there's going to be a lot. You're going to have plenty of meat.
Do you have to cook it or just
Plenty
eat it
of
raw?
meat to go around.
Your
Far Cry
caveman style.
Primal.
My caveman
Ooh.
diet. I mean, just eat.
Oh yeah, and ketosis.
I mean,
I'm doing that.
Right.
It works, guys.
But yeah,
It's
I mean-
probably more like the paleo diet.
Right. What the fuck? They know eating pails and shit.
Paleos. Yeah,
I know what the paleo diet is. Just to put that one out there, it sounded like it would be a great joke.
Once again, missed the mark.
I swear to God.
Don't throw your hat.
So, I mean, in addition to, I'm obviously all the good things. I mean, what's the dialogue like? I can't imagine.
So it
They
was
made their own language, right?
Yeah, so they completely designed their own language, and I watched. There's another YouTube channel. I'm sure I don't know if y'all have heard of it or not. Did you know gaming?
Yes.
So yeah, they did a whole like Far Cry episode. It was Far Cry 1 through Primal, and one of the things that they had mentioned on it, and I thought it was really impressive. I'm definitely misquoting it if anything, but or I think I am. Apparently they had like constructed this like language out of like 4 or 5 different ancient Babylonian languages, and they just constructed this whole like infrastructure of like civilization out of nothing. Because we have like the human era has like no sense of what the caveman did.
Yeah,
except
yeah.
cave paintings. So they ran around and stabbed mammoths. Well, they did a little bit more than that. And obviously, if the game was made on just chase mammoth, and they could have just made an app on it. So they had to like add to it.
Fucking, it's like Temple Run. It's like Mammoth Run. You just chase a mammoth and you don't ever really get there, but you get closer. every
And you
single
have
time.
fun. You have fun.
You gotta
Swipe
go
left,
to
swipe
Tuk
right.
Tuk's cave and pick him up, go mammoth hunting.
He's like, give it, bitch, we're going mammoth.
You know, Tuck's never ready. God damn it. Well, I think that's a really neat thing. I know that Far Cry has always been known for its Easter eggs too. So have you come across anything
Not
pretty neat?
personally, not yet.
I've heard of a few, and I won't throw them out there. So I want
Not
to see
for free,
this.
because if I can find them, I love them.
Well, I know that you can find, and there's already a video on YouTube, so there's no spoilers there.
I'm sure there's videos on YouTube for
But there's apparently you can find the resting place of the blood dragon.
No shit.
Yeah, from
shit.
yeah.
Oh,
So
that's
you
cool.
can.
I mean, Easter eggs aren't can't to be spoilers.
Yeah.
Well, unless of course it's like that. I guess you're right. If the Easter egg was part of the story, then
Yeah, it's like so blood dragons and Primal? I don't know.
and apparently, I mean, people need to play that game. If you haven't played Far Cry Blood Dragon, it's pretty.
And
fantastic.
honestly, like
I
that was
do
something this was in regards to Primal. That's something I kind of pointed out to somebody. This really feels like Far Cry 4's Blood Dragon Primal. But since Primal was so good, I think that they just fucking instead of making like just an add-on, they just made a whole new.
They just made a whole new game. Now, how massive is the game that you mentioned?
It's freaking huge. At least the map's not as big as Far Cry 4, but
because you can't drive anywhere.
That's probably it. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, you could ride mounts. You can mount a bear in a.
Oh, you can get a city tiger. Oh my god.
Oh, man.
You guys probably get. I bet you can probably get on a mammoth too.
Definitely.
Oh, yeah,
don't
for
pick
sure.
up tough.
That's probably that's a mission I have right now.
Can you ride a raptor?
There's
No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
I wish.
Right. This is eventually.
I'm not
This
a
became
troll.
Far Cry Arc.
Well, I mean, there was like Yetis in fucking Far Cry 4. I mean, they could implement dinosaurs.
Were there Yetis in Far Cry?
Yes, there were.
Yeah.
There was DLC.
It was a DLC.
Hunt of the Yeti?
I never actually played it.
Which-
I wanted to, though.
it was pretty tight.
You know what? The only thing I
It
really
kind of reminds me of Red Dead Redemption.
We need to
Dude,
fight-
the Sack-
Dude,
the
the
Sasquatch.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
so by the way, the sad part about that is like apparently there's Sasquatch in like different areas, and the only one I ever found was we were playing in my room one day. I had the Under Nightmare DLC, and I saw him walking because they got a chance to play it before I did, and I saw him walking, and I was looking through the scope. I'm like, majestic creature. And then I just pulled the trigger without thinking, and I felt so bad. I was like, "No, Bigfoot, I killed you!"
And then you got the achievement for it.
And I was like,
6 years
oh.
in the making.
I think that one of my favorite things about Far Cry 4 was probably the beginning, just because like it was such a stupid long, fun part. But you remember what happens when you wait there for 20 minutes, right?
You get it as a secret ending.
So,
really?
So
Yes.
basically, when he tells you, "I'll be right back,"
Just stay
try the Rangoons. You have the option to either stay there or get up and walk out. If you get up and walk out, then
There's
like,
actual
you're
game
gonna die.
space.
Right.
But if you stay there, you hear someone screaming in the background, and you'll hear Pagan Min yell a couple times. After about 20 minutes, he'll come back in, and he has blood on his shirt, and he's wiping blood off his hands. And he's like, "I am so sorry, how rude, whatever." He's like, "Come on, let's go take your mother's ashes over there." So you guys get in the
Walk
helicopter.
up I thought he just like walks outside and it's just like up a hill.
Oh,
It's like
maybe
right
that is.
outside. It's like basically they take you out of the room. He's like talking. He's like, yeah, so he's like, yeah, well, spoiler, but your dad's fucking crazy.
It's not a spoiler. It's been so long. So
Yeah,
you
it's
can
been
do
it's
it.
been like it's been up forever.
It's been years, yeah.
It's been years.
According to Primal, it's been about 12 million years, right?
12,000.
12,000.
Well,
Wait,
12,000, 2000,
Bible years?
like 14,000 and 4,000.
10,000 BC.
BCE. So it's not before
Before the
Christ,
Common Era.
It's before Common Era.
I only knew that because of Bo Burnham. Anyway,
But yeah, the
shout out, Bo.
Yep.
I don't really know you. I don't want to give you a shout out.
oh god dang it.
So
So-
he takes you.
So yeah,
out.
he takes you up and you put your
Oh,
mother's
yeah.
ashes on the shrine, and then he's like, "Oh, blah blah blah. I missed your mother. I really loved her. This or that." And he's like, "Now can we please shoot some fucking guns?"
So basically, the whole shrine, Lakshima's shrine, and all that. It's Lakshima is like his sister, like stepsister, or something like that, and she wanted to be put with her. And you find out that shrine's in Pagan Min's fucking palace, and he walks up, boom, he says, "All right, let's go shoot some terrorists," and credits roll.
And then you get in a helicopter. It's all big and loud, and they do like paint splatters in the
Yeah, and
background.
they have like
ACDC's
playing in the
Thunderstruck.
background.
That's like
Here's a really important question.
Frieza
though.
saying that.
Do you get to eat the Rangoons?
No, you don't.
No,
They
you
actually-
literally just sit there.
I was like, he tells you to. If
tells
somebody
you to
says
try
you
it.
eat food, you do it. I mean, we come from Mexican families, right?
Yeah.
Sorry,
me.
Sam.
I mean, if you walk into a
I mean,
Mexican
I've
household,
lived in
though,
Texas for the last 24 years, so I guess technically.
But like, going to my grandma's house, she's like, "Did you eat?" And I'm like, "I could eat more."
And
I'll eat tacos
if
later.
grandma says try the Rangoons, you try the goddamn Rangoons.
Yeah.
or else he's gonna come back and like, "Por qué no?" And then like, hey.
So, I mean, that's pretty exciting. I cannot wait to play Far Cry. And I think that once I do, I can
Die
say
happy.
I played it.
That's awesome.
Well, I'm a
If you like, let me rephrase that. If you like Far Cry 4 a lot,
I heard a lot of
you'll
people.
like Primal.
A lot of people are comparing it to the raw feeling of Skyrim, in the fact that using bows, using martial weapons versus having guns, and
Yeah, but you don't get to shoot fireballs and lightning.
I had a gun in Skyrim.
because you probably fucking hacked it in.
No, I'm that good.
It's a mod.
It's a
Yeah, crossbow.
But yeah, so I can't wait to play that game, and that seems really fun. I think we all appreciate that.
I think I'm in. I think I need to play Far Cry 4 first, though.
You can actually get it on
No, you
Steam
can play,
cheaper now.
You can play Primal without because it's not.
I know you don't need
Actually, I
both, but I
heard-
think it would be. I haven't played any of the
It could be connected. I don't know.
Far Cry games
Yeah,
since like.
well, it's
But
just
like
like-
directly, it doesn't.
Well, it's the same. It's the same historian who went over like Far Cry 4 and Far Cry 3. Like they have like a blog, like an alter.
Well, there's a lot of small things that tie certain events.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Well, it's the same.
like the
Bloodlines,
Blood
yeah.
Yeah. Well, the same art that's in Far Cry 4 in the caves or whatever is present inside of Far Cry Primal.
But
That's a cool thing. That's a cool thing about Far Cry Primal too. One of my favorite parts. They have these things called Lost Caves.
and you can see.
It's literally just a pitch black cave, and you have to go through it with a torch and explore. It's a huge maze.
Oh my
and
God.
you go and you literally go through it, and there's like tigers and bears and shit in it. And you have to like hunt your way through it. And at the end of it, it's just, all it is a collectible that you find but it's really cool because they're like unique cave paintings that are looking very specific little points. I like little hidden away stuff like that, so it's like really cool.
It's always neat.
And the fact that I can kill stuff in the dark cave.
Well,
I'll leave it there and it just rots.
I was gonna pick it up for the PC. I was, much to my chagrin, it is coming out next week, not this week, when the Xbox One and PS4 version released. I guess I'm just a sucker for 60 frames per second on the PC.
I may get it on the PS4. I don't have enough PS4 games.
I got it on PS4 because I wasn't so worried about the frame rate. I was just wanting to play the game.
I would
now
literally buy it because I have a couch right in front of my.
Now
PS4.
you guys are
That's
making me
why-
think I should just buy it from a goddamn PS4. I
Just
waited
do it.
this long.
Get-
Then it looks like I'm buying
I mean,
Far
think
Cry
about
Primal
it.
tomorrow. Then
Think about it. How much Far Cry 4 did you play? Did you beat the story and return it?
I beat the story and then went online and beat some bitches silly in multiplayer a couple times.
Beat
Yeah.
some bitches silly.
That's not misogyny, bitches anybody in my way.
Yeah, I guess that was my thing. Is like I was playing Far Cry 4 and I never even finished the story, but like I ended up just like I could I could see I was gonna get to the end of that game and maybe go after the collectibles and try to hit the 100% on it, but
The wingsuit was the only reason I played it.
it really that and the gyrocopter.
Dude,
With the grenade launcher off the side of it.
worst
that's the best
invention
Some Mad
ever.
Max action.
Yeah.
That gyrocopter. I jumped out of the gyrocopter and I was trying to go into these mountains, and then like I hit an eagle. No, I was kidding. But no, but like I fell into the water and like this fucking devilfish just proceeded to fly into my body and eat my soul.
I'm afraid of the hippos in that game.
I've never found a hippo.
I mean the wild boars.
I've never. Oh, okay, never mind.
Oh, it's a land hippo.
No, land
Land hippo. Okay. Those are no.
And
Is there a sea hippo?
There's rhinos.
There are rhinos, and they.
The rhinos are
The
scary as
wolf
fuck.
are we talking about Primal?
In 4.
Oh, and 4, yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Primal is woolly rhinos.
You go
Oh,
try to
shit.
you go try
Yeah,
to
so
kill
they're
those
still there.
rhinos, and you don't have your shit together. They will quickly unfuck your situation and put you into a new, completely bad situation.
I know I needed
I
to
love-
hunt rhino horn, so I took like C4 and just like fucked them.
Dude, that was my favorite thing to do. Is like, rhinos are the easiest things for me because just spoiler: if you all have trouble with rhinos, you're dumb. No offense.
That's
you
a
get rhino-
spoiler. Good job.
Oh, sorry. Also, it was a mislabel. The easiest way to beat rhinos: stand on the other side of a tree.
No shit.
Because they can't take sharp turns. So you just and they'll just
Man,
slowly
now
walk
we're
around.
going to fight
now
rhinos
they'll
the
just slowly-
opposite way.
Now they'll slowly walk around a tree while you just stay on the other. And make sure it's a small tree so you can shoot around it. But
I'm gonna know that, like, well,
That's
Sam
right.
said fight a
Poke
rhino.
around
I kill rhinos with bows.
Sam said fight a rhino this way. I'm gonna do it the exact opposite. I'm gonna fight it in an open field.
Open field, head on, Bowie knife. Let's do it.
Well, I'd have more like probably a stone knife. But
Final destination, no items.
Yeah.
Wait, is that a movie now? That game. So speaking of movies, we were talking about Deadpool. We've all seen Deadpool, right?
Yes.
I seen it.
I seen it. You
I saw it
Deadpool?
unbeknownst to you in the same theater at the
Oh,
same
dude, it was
time.
so weird.
That's
in
so
the
weird.
same row.
Holy crap!
Because
Wow.
I
It's almost like
texted
y'all
him,
went
I told
together.
him, I said, hey, me and Carl are going to go see Deadpool, so don't go feel bad if you guys, because it was on a Sunday. I said, I told him earlier on, I bought the tickets online. I said, hey, if you and Jacob or whatever are going to go see Deadpool, I said, I'm cool with it. Usually we watch these important movies together because we nerd out on them.
Right.
But
That's what I
I
did.
said, hey, I plan on taking Carell because it was on Valentine's Day. It's the only thing we did for Valentine's Day. We don't make a big deal out of it. I just said, let's see Deadpool.
He says they don't make a big deal about it, but she's gonna listen to this maybe and
No,
be like,
she honestly does
"You
not
son of
like.
a bitch."
She doesn't give a shit about Valentine's Day.
"Oh, okay."
My
Yeah,
girlfriend
her.
didn't want to see Deadpool, so she's just like, you can go with your brother, so I did.
Well, so I text Justin, that we're going. I didn't even tell him what time. I go to Embassy because it's the closest one to my house.
Uh-huh.
And Justin, I guess, went to Embassy because of unlimited icy refills. That's
yeah.
Well,
another
that's not the
reason
only
we
reason.
go.
Also because it was the only one with that time frame.
Oh,
So he had texted me or whatever. He's like, "Hey, what time are you gonna go see Deadpool?" I said 7, and then we were already in our seats. He's like, "Oh, cool, me too." And I texted him. I said, "What theater are you at?" And like after I sent that text to him, and I put my phone kind of down, and I look over and I just see Justin sitting there reading his phone, and I just sit there and I look at him, and I'm like, he's all the way at the other end of the row. And I'm just sitting there with my icy, just slowly drinking out of it. And Justin kind of finally looks up, and as he's looking around, we lock eyes, and he's like.
he did the hands up, guys.
Yeah, he couldn't hear me do that. So that was pretty funny.
If you heard the air being broken out of its location.
Well, definitely better than the sum of its parts, at least as far as the trailers go, because I saw that movie with the lowest expectations, and I was like, wow, that was actually not too
I made
bad.
myself have low expectations because I didn't want to be disappointed.
Well, what's also pointing the fact, though, I mean, as much as I love the trailers and I was like, Ryan Reynolds can do a really good Deadpool, I was just telling myself, Fox made it.
The entire time.
The entire time, I was like, Fox made it. Before I went to go see the movie, I was putting myself in that situation because X-Men let me down a few times. You know, every Fantastic Four,
X3,
all these, and
yeah.
Fantastic Four was Sony.
X3,
I like that
Wolverine.
The Wolverine was okay, but I bought it on
Lady
Blu-ray.
Deathstrike,
Yeah.
Mhm.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Like, they all had their problems.
Terrible
And-
Silver Samurai.
Oh, that was a terrible Silver Samurai.
Dude,
one.
seriously,
I
don't even
forgot
start
about that.
fucking the Wolverine.
I like the movie in general.
I didn't like Origins because of Deadpool.
Sucked.
Well, yeah,
You mean Stitch Face Pool?
Stitch Face
Deadpool. But you know, I was just ready to not like it just in case.
Yep.
But I was so amped up for it, so it was really like
Well,
conflicting.
also they made the huge hoopla about it being a rated R movie.
Oh, and then when the day before we saw it, I read a review saying that it was the one of the roughest movies the reviewers ever seen. It was from like Christian Life magazine or some shit, so I was like, I'm not surprised. But then when I went to another review, someone else said some stuff is hard to palate. I'm like, I cannot wait to see this movie.
I didn't think any of it was.
No, negative.
And I thought, and I had the expectation like, oh, this is probably like a gross and stupid movie, and I'm not going to enjoy it.
Like dick and fart jokes
Like
just
Dick
for
and
the
Fart
sake
joke
of
just
being.
for the sake of being dick.
Well, because they kind of were though.
But they
still.
kind of were, yeah. But they weren't like outrageous like Dick and Fart jokes.
Yeah.
Like that. Well, yeah, we can't spoil it. Fuck. But there's parts in the movie where it could have been like, there should be at least a dick or two, at least right here.
Yeah.
There was a dick in that movie.
There is a dick in that movie, but there should have been more dicks. Or there could have been the potential for more dicks, rather. Not that I wanted more dick in the Deadpool movie.
I think the big part that was a big surprise for everybody was just how well they captured the character.
They did.
A lot of people who are watching the movie, I think, when I was reading reviews, they don't know the source material, or they haven't even. If you pick up one Deadpool comic, you'll understand how he is. If you even play Marvel's Capcom 3, you have an idea of what he's like.
Right.
But if you don't pay attention to any of that, if you've never seen him in his natural habitat,
Yeah, if you don't know, he regularly breaks the fourth wall because that's an actual written down ability of his.
yeah, then you're not going to. In
He
fact,
even says breaking the fourth wall in the movie.
Yeah, he
does.
says. He says,
And-
"Oh,
spoilers.
a fourth
Wall break
The
in a
fact
fourth
that-
wall break.
the fact that they have to
Well,
write down it's a fourth that he does fourth wall breaking is breaking the fourth wall.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
it's in
in and of itself. Inception.
But
so meta.
right, they should make a movie about it.
But it was
Um,
great. Like, even because me personally, like, I only like certain runs of Deadpool because I buy a shitload of comic books, right? But I'll read them. So the last one that Brian Posen did, maybe 3 years ago, 2 years ago, can't remember, was Gold. It was super fucking hilarious. It was really, really good. But the run before that wasn't too hot. Like Danny Way originally did the first 20 issues, and it wasn't too great after that.
I wish.
But he's not as crazy in the movie as he is in the comic book.
Oh,
And-
definitely not.
And that helped because he made it actually like a believable, likable character for me
Somewhat
in the movie.
real life, but still pushing the boundaries.
Yeah, still pushing the boundaries. I mean, it's still fucking ridiculous. If you like Deadpool, you're gonna enjoy the movie. But if you're, going in with the expectation that it's gonna be way more crazy and over the top and just fucking retarded, I guess if you want to look at it that way, it's not. It's actually a really good plot. Dare I say?
Yeah, I thought it was pretty solid. Again, coming out of
with the source material on hand. I mean, like they had to be really careful with the story.
Looking how they've and the studio, not necessarily the director or anything. Looking how the studio's handled so many other brands that could have been phenomenal, and they have to end up fucking retconning their entire history just to make a new movie.
Literally.
It's good to see that they can still do that. And this is what happens when you let someone who loves a character and someone who loves the guy who loves his character, platonically, create that movie. Because Fox was like, I'll tell you what, you have this little budget here, go nuts.
Go ahead.
Do what you want to do. If it sucks, it's your head. And now it's like, look, we made this $60 million movie, and we are beating the Force Awakens in Russia.
Yeah, I think it's made almost like $200 million worldwide or something like that.
It's
It's
a
doing
pretty
incredibly
good return.
For
so
rated,
low budget.
For a rated R movie, that's huge. I mean,
Oh,
obviously,
absolutely.
somebody's taking their kids to this fucking movie.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But
I went to Draft House.
were there kids there? Oh shit!
What kind of kids? Like how old?
No, like little kids. Like some mom walks in with like 4 kids, and all sitting there going, "What the hell? You can't see me."
Was it
like,
at
slowly moving my
time?
hand."
Well, at late night?
It was. Yeah, we went and saw the movie at like 10.
They shouldn't have let the damn kids in.
Yeah.
Well, I
I don't know.
mean, my nieces saw it. They're under 18. I wouldn't have let them see it. I was like,
No, hell no. Like,
under 18 is one thing.
right off the gate,
Yeah.
that movie was already inappropriate.
yeah, well, not even like they're not even 17. So I would have just been like, hey, don't fucking go see that movie.
Yeah.
If you know what's good for you.
Well, those parents that walked in, they left like right after the movie started, and I was like, why even bother?
Why even bother being parents? Turn your fucking turn in your
Get
parent
your kids
cards.
spayed or neutered.
I think they were just like
They
still-
heard like, ooh, superhero movie, let's go
Yeah.
watch it. They didn't do any research.
Yeah, and I want to know how.
Oh wait,
many
so they left
people
with the
are
kids because they
ignorant.
thought it was too.
Yeah,
like
because they
that.
thought it was bad. Like you stand and like, I didn't hear anything, but as soon as like the first scene comes out, that was bad. Like with just the keychain, like that came out in the very end when they did the freeze frame flip in the intro and it did the zoom in on the keychain with the 2 people fucking.
Mhm.
As soon as that came up, those people stood up and walked out.
with their kids.
Yeah, with their kids.
Fucking read. God, no, man.
Just look at the internet.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
a thing.
you have your goddamn
Use the
phone.
No, see,
internet.
this is what happens when their Facebook feed is full of like minions.
That's
like,
true.
You know what I mean? Those,
Your phone is used
minion
for
memes
more
are the worst thing.
Memes are
than
over.
Pinterest and Grindr. All right.
I love you, mother, but
you
stop
need-
using minions.
No
That's a
more
wrong
minions.
thing. I'm sorry.
Oh,
It's gotta
totally.
be.
I love you, mom. Same thing though. Don't use minions.
Stop it.
Minions are suck.
Nobody thinks it's cool.
You know, the one good thing to come out of
Be
Deadpool,
here.
aside, well, not the one good thing because the movie itself is good, but the other good thing that we could hopefully see would be a trend in new superhero movies becoming rated R.
Well, next Wolverine's going to be rated R. You got Batman versus Superman, who's going to have a rated R cut for the Blu-ray.
You know what's funny?
release.
Is
when
Batman
you
versus-
think about the source material for these things, it's not always rainbow and sunshine. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
definitely.
They have their lighted side. That's why we have Teen Titans Go.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh,
that's
God.
for kids.
Time out. Okay, look, I
Well,
will watch
I think
Teen
it's
Titans
actually
Go.
kinda
It's kind of
hilarious.
funny.
I actually do
I've
like
watched
it
a
too.
few episodes of it. I like it because they chime back to the old
Yeah.
Teen Titans all the time in Teen Titans Go. But like now, like everything else is hard.
Well, it's because it's absurdly bizarre sometimes, like Adventure Time and Flapjack and stuff.
Yeah, it is.
That stuff is popular, but getting back to like why rated R makes more sense a lot of times for these movies is because they are a little more raw, especially DC.
DC.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Frank Miller did Batman. He did.
Yeah.
He did the goddamn Batman. You know, and that's an iconic run. You know, The Dark Knight Returns. That's an iconic run. You know, them actually stepping up over on Warner Brothers' side and just being like, hey, you know, we should do a rated R cut. That's incredible.
They got the freaking Batman.
Yeah, you know.
And I mean,
And Batman and Superman are two of the most brutal superheroes out there right now.
well,
Like,
everyone's like, okay, so he said it perfectly in Batman. Remember the episode with the things they do on YouTube? He's not wearing hockey pads.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So when he throws that really brutal elbow at someone and hits him in the face, he's not like, oh, shh. No, he's like breaking jaws, teeth are falling out. If that guy wakes up, he's gonna be eating through a fucking straw for a good couple of weeks. Cause he's a criminal. He ain't got fucking health care.
We were talking about that earlier, Sam and I.
Oh,
because,
thanks, Obama.
Damn it.
You know, the fact that
Batman injuries aren't covered.
Batman,
Sorry.
Right?
Go ahead.
goddamn HMOs. You know, we were talking about how Batman like completely cripples everybody that he beats up. You know, he has to do that. He wants to prevent them from coming back and
Oh, dude, and
hurting somebody.
it was in.
What's scary is getting your shit kicked into the point of the hospital.
I mean, do you want to die or do you want to be crippled?
And his whole thing is fear.
Yeah,
So, I mean,
exactly.
But you know,
so.
there was
You
one
can't be
episode
scared if you're dead.
in the Dark Knight Rises when he was fighting those guys. Someone comes over and tries to punch him. He blocks the punch, hooks his arm, and then hip tosses him. And everyone's like, "Oh, he just like throws him." No, dude, he like flips him over and slams him on the ground, and then punches him in the face. So, if you, any listeners or even you guys, if you've ever fallen down at all on your own goddamn weight, it hurts.
Not flipped.
Yeah, it hurts. You're like, you hit your hip. Oh god damn it, you're blown.
Like I can slip and fall, like just like sitting
And
down,
break
like
a
kneeling.
bone.
I
Yeah.
can fall and
Yeah.
like I'm like, oh god.
He slammed this guy down on his tailbone, and then
Coccyx.
as soon as he hits the ground, he's like, "Oh, I'm not walking tomorrow." And then he's like, "Bam!" right in the face.
Thank you.
Breaks his nose.
Now he's a broken nose and a
Oh.
fucking asshole that won't work.
Or an orbital.
Oh my god, that would be so
the
terrible.
new trailer for Batman vs Superman where it just shows Ben Affleck just going ham on people. Like,
It's just 5 minutes of fucking Ben Affleck just beating the shit out of people.
Dude, and
I'm the Dark Knight.
And the entire time he's like, "Where'd you park the car? Did you park it at Harvard Yard?"
Are you wicked smart?
Right? You fucking cardboard box, and you know, just
I just pictured him punching a cardboard box.
man, and that's why I was like fucking punching a cardboard box full of like Superman keychains. You stupid Superman!
You're an alien.
You're not even from around here, you goddamn Southie, right? You illegal. But yeah, you know what? That's the thing. It's really funny how Batman vs Superman can get an R rating on a release of a DVD, but I can't get a fucking rated R version of Expendables 3 in theaters.
Oh, that is.
Because he was like, "Oh,
an
I want to make
excellent
sure
point.
all the kids can go see the movie."
Yeah, because Sylvester Stallone did have to scale it back so that he wanted more people to be more accessible to.
Dude,
but you know what's
Oh, so
funny
let's
is like
make a movie.
despite losing all the gore, Expendables 3 is my favorite.
And it is really good.
Ronda
can't-
Rousey and Antonio Banderas.
Yes.
I can't
That's
buy
why.
into that. I think it was a good one, but the first one was definitely the best.
I can't do any of them because Randy Couture can't act.
Oh, well,
Okay, look,
yeah.
and also it's
I'm
not
sure
'cause-
Ronda Rousey's a lot better.
And
Actually-
she's not even that great as an actress.
Yeah.
That's what I meant.
But see,
Oh.
That was sarcasm.
his cauliflower ear does cause him to not act normal.
It's a focal point of like.
It is.
and you
When
see
he
it,
talks, like your eyes drip from his eye contact to his ear.
like you're looking at it and you're like.
He's like, "Can you stop looking at my ear, please?" And it's like,
He stops the movie and looks
I
at the
can't.
screen. Stop.
I can't look away. It's like looking into the abyss. But you know what they say about looking into the abyss? You stare long enough, the abyss will stare back. So his ears will start looking at you. It's really gross. It's like,
Okay. Stop going on about Randy Couture's ear.
I can talk forever about Randy Couture's ear.
We're sorry, Randy.
But you know, Wolverine is the logical movie out of Batman and Superman. I think Batman and Superman should be rated R for DVD. That's great. But in theater, Wolverine 1 and the Wolverine Origins and the Wolverine should have been rated R to begin with. Because whenever you read his comic books, first of all, in the movies, he stabbed a few people. He'd pull his claws out. There'd be a streak of blood. Have you guys know?
They come out completely clean.
Yeah, he's like, "Oh, thanks for your jacket. Wipe the blood off."
I think
The Teflon.
in Origins, weren't his claws like CG like the whole time? Because
Yeah,
like
pretty
for
much.
instance, the one scene that killed me on that movie was that stupid bathroom scene. He walks in, he brings it, he's like, oh, and he's like looking at his claws, and for some reason he cuts the sink, and like it's in there. Oh god, I can't even fathom a sentence because it was so bad.
Dude, it was really stupid. He's like, "What the fuck are these things?"
And the sink just falls apart.
It could have been worse though. He could have said something stupid like,
I just destroyed your porcelain.
"No." He could have been like, he could have said something like,
Stay here tonight. I just have
he's
a
like,
$500
"Note
payment
to
bill."
self: be careful going to the bathroom. If you would have said something like that, I would be like, fucking Hugh Jackman, no. I'm done. You can come out with whatever you want. You can come out with the Wolverine, and I'm going to say the no.
He's gonna start starring in movies in multiple roles. So he's gonna do like the Eddie Murphy, Mike Myers thing, where he he's so lost he can't make any more movies. So he's doing the best he can to not be himself in a movie. So he's trying to be as much in a movie as possible without being in it at all.
But you know the best thing is
So Hugh Jackman is like, Jackman, nobody wants to work with you anymore. Everybody's turning down.
Be a fat black lady. And
No, he's like so
Australian accent.
He's
like,
like,
how would he
so
say?
hey, especially
Rates of
Rod,
lights.
I'm gonna be the fat back lady, and I'm gonna go over there, and I'm gonna act the shit out of that, and I'm gonna come back over here and be Wolverine.
Though,
All right,
I gotta say, I saw him in.
let's Jezreel do it.
That's the first legitimately good crack he's made.
Did do it.
Sorry.
I did like that actually.
I just saw Chappie with him in it. He plays a badass.
He was excellent.
He
I love
was
Chappie.
amazing.
Okay, get Justin on the Chappie train.
I need to watch Chappie.
Watch
Brandon.
Chappie, dude. It was
It's
amazing.
so good.
Okay, you also have to like Diane Wood.
I don't
Have to like,
but I'm gonna watch
Chappie,
it.
Get gun like this. You know?
They're
like
like
Chappie, you
they're
gotta
like
go like
99.
this.
It's like 99% Diane Wood with a robot in it.
Yeah.
And it's but I
They
like
did some
Diane Wood.
incredible
Chappie.
stuff with PS3s.
Yeah. Oh, I meant
No, it's
fours.
PS4s.
Those are fours.
Are they fours?
Yeah,
Oh,
they're fours.
even better. I
got
didn't think
the-
they had those.
You got the look cool.
He was able to he was able to map the human like I don't know what's the word, personality genome using
Basically
PS4s.
their soul. He puts their soul in a PS4.
He maps the soul
and
on
on a
PS4.
flash drive. Who knew it would fit on a flash drive?
Right.
So maybe that's how God is doing it. It's like, hey man, get this flash drive over there.
All I know is Chappie paint.
Yeah.
Okay,
Chappie
well,
paint
I'm
really
gonna
good.
watch that movie.
You
But,
have to.
You know,
You have no excuse.
There's a lot of rumors going around about Wolverine 3, whether it's gonna be Old Man Logan or if it's gonna be Wolverine, some other whatever.
Question for any of you guys: have you read Old Man Logan?
I
know a lot
seen
of
pictures.
stuff that happens in it.
If yet,
I know Kingpin's like the president.
yeah. If you
Or
haven't,
like he's like a god or something.
if you haven't read Old Man Logan, it's one of the most fucked up comic books that you could possibly read.
Really?
You need to read it because it's an epic. They brought Old Man Logan back for their previous or for the most recent run of Wolverine. It's called Old Man Logan, and it's a monthly series. So I could see them definitely taking advantage of that as a movie. And it's fucking great. Like the character's great as an old man. I mean, Wolverine's good. I mean, people are always like, "Oh fuck Wolverine! Like he does this, he does
He's
that.
too easy,
He's
too
too
safe."
He's too easy. He's overrated." But if you read the book, actually, I mean, you actually see like he's actually the most human mutant that I've ever
But see,
fucking read.
that's the point I'm getting at. It's like all these movies they made so far, Wolverine has never been a subtle person.
No.
When it comes down, when he was in his prime, being the murderous machine with machine-made claws that he is, someone would walk up, he would cut them into pieces and just in a second, and just go back and smoke a cigar,
Berserker claw.
eat some fucking pancakes after he berserker claws him a tornado claw, or did his like a you know, after he did all this shit like that,
So
he'd
Marvel vs. Capcom quotes is always.
He's like
I read
the best
comics.
in
I'm
there.
sorry.
he'd go back and like eat a pancake and be like, oh, you know, this knucklehead's done with your shit. You know?
Hey, bub.
I love the one scene
Give
where
him a
like
sample.
he would like kill somebody and then you would like go and like feel like a bard and like Peter Parker or actual Spider-Man would walk in and just be like, hey, you know, you okay? And he's all like, yeah, this is part of the job, whatever. Leave me alone so I can get drunk. And then he wouldn't get drunk because he's Wolverine.
Man, it's gotta suck. It's like the Highlander of beer. It's like going across this entire world, drinking as many beers and never getting drunk.
Never getting
Who
drunk.
can get me drunk? Killing every bartender. I knew you couldn't do it.
I can see the trend though for these films like getting to where it's like, hey, you know, Marvel maybe could do a couple of them. I mean,
They could do another Blade movie and revitalize that.
Wesley Snipes is in it.
Wesley Snipes is interested in
Now
it.
he's
Well,
out
yeah,
of
Marvel
jail, so there you go.
Studios, but like, because technically, you know, even Deadpool is Marvel Studios.
Right.
Like, are we talking Marvel Cinematic Universe?
I'm
movie
talking
where they
Marvel
go-
Well,
Cinematic
but see,
universe.
here's the thing. Even if we don't, well, okay. So that's the hard part, though. Is how would you weave something like the Punisher into the Marvel Cinematic Universe? Because he himself is essentially the same thing as Wolverine. As a take no shit, I'm gonna blow your brains out if you don't tell me what I want.
Wasn't the last Punisher movie rated R?
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
they've always been actually.
Yeah, they'd have to be. For
So
Castle.
I can't see him hanging out with Captain America and Cap being too happy with like, oh, we gotta stop these people, and Punisher's like, okay, and he's like, you don't do that.
You could have just punched him.
Who even owns like the rights to like film rights for Punisher?
Lionsgate.
Is it Lionsgate?
Well, Lionsgate made that movie, so technically at that
Disney,
point
right?
Disney would kind of
I
own
think
it.
Disney owns Lionsgate.
Well, I mean,
Lionsgate.
Disney is going to.
Disney owns Marvel.
I mean, they're going to do as much as they possibly can with the the TV series because it's a pretty hard TV MA if you want to look at if you've seen Jessica Jones.
Well,
I know you haven't, so we're not going to spoil it for you.
Thank
you.
I need to watch it.
Daredevil's really good.
Daredevil's
it's pretty hard. I mean,
And they're going to be centering this entire next season around pretty much Punisher.
Punisher and Daredevil.
Shane from Walking Dead.
Shane from Walking Dead. And he's really good. So I could see them potentially making his own series or a movie. And if they made the movie, they could make it a Netflix original. And then have it on there, and it would still be under the Marvel Cinematic
Well, I guess I just mean like as far as like a
a
character that will show up.
Universe. That's the only thing.
Well, like if he would show up on he could show up technically in Civil War because if you read Civil War, he's in it.
Yeah,
he could, but again, that's why they're trying. That's why they had to fight so hard
He's
to get.
also, I mean, if he's in Daredevil though, they've already confirmed that the Daredevil series is part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
See, you know what
Yeah.
though?
Really?
I think what it comes down to
in Daredevil,
is if they were to.
Oh.
Well, go ahead.
They said they referenced the big event in the very beginning of Daredevil.
Yeah, and they do the same shit in Jessica Jones. They talk about like, well, go talk to the Green Guy or go talk to Stars and Stripes. They reference the universe in these shows. They could put them in for. I mean, if not Infinity War as an Avengers movie, they could start potentially making these films R-rated.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you'd have like all of your films that you can take your kids to see, and then you have your films.
The only reason I doubt they'll do that is because that's Disney's nut right now.
And
they're writing on like Disney Infinity, right, with Star-Lord.
Yeah, you can't have Punisher in Disney Infinity. He's like, why is Punisher shooting the Beast?
the Beast.
Right, you put the Beast down on his
Bill Cosby person. Like,
Why is he going straight up? He's going straight up Boondock Saints on Tron. I don't get what's going on.
Mike Wazowski, no.
But I think that's the pitfall, but also the benefit of having rated R movies like that. The other thing I'm really worried about is, and I read an article, some blowhard talking about rated R movies aren't safe for kids or some shit. But that brought up the good question of how much. Actually, that wasn't the same one. This is the James Gunn article I read. Sorry, he thought the movie was great. Guys, he of course made Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
He thought it was great, but then he was also questioning what's going to happen from here because there's no such thing as an original idea in Hollywood anymore.
No.
So what's going to end up happening is someone's going to make another superhero movie that's just going to be garbage, slap a rated R in there, and be like, "Look at it, it's Deadpool."
Yeah. And that's
what I was. Yeah.
Legitimate concern. Because you have copycat movies. We've had Watchmen, we've had 300. Those are based off of comic books.
Yeah.
But they were in their
Sin
own
City.
Yeah, Sin City. And all of those movies in their own right, did not break box office records. They relied on heavily DVD sales to even get made. They're okay. Like Sin City 2 sucks.
It was
Really?
terrible.
Didn't see 300 Part 2 because they just
I didn't even bother.
I didn't even bother with that either.
300 part. Or was it 301? Right?
Yeah, some shit.
It was Rise of an Empire.
Rise of
we
an
saw
Empire.
it and we were just like, no.
Yeah,
It wasn't that great.
It had Ashley Green in it. That's about the only thing.
That's about that's why you would see that movie.
But they also had that one dude who got cut like right in half down the middle with a giant axe or something.
Yeah,
like
but
that.
that they went into that going, oh, how can we even be better than the first one? Shock value.
Everything's slower.
I could see them doing that for even the next X-Men movie. And
The thing is, with movies like that, they only have very key things that really keeps them stuck, and that's why you like their first movie so much. But when they make sequels, it's like.
So we saw that.
For instance, 300, the biggest part about 300, this is Sparta. That was the biggest key thing. You can't do that twice.
And all the slowdown. It was green screen the movie is what it was.
Yeah.
And it was just a bunch of really slow motion scenes of giant sweaty guys cleaving people in half.
with 9 Inch Nails
And
as the soundtrack.
we all loved it.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah. I mean, that's part
pretty
of
damn good.
it's part of the reason why I think Terminator needs to go back to being rated
Oh,
R.
dude, for sure.
But I mean, it works for Terminator because Terminator started out as a rated R series.
Yeah, and it was like this creepy apocalyptic kind of thing with like
Exactly.
robots.
Now it's
like,
all
what?
like-
Now it's just
Daenerys Stormborn, get in!
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. Well, I think that there's going to be a lot of great stuff to look for down the road. We're coming to already March. I can't believe that it's already going by so fast.
Yeah, the 2016 is going to be great, at least as far as like superhero movies go.
Well, we got a new X-Men movie coming out. We have Batman versus Superman. We have not a
Suicide
superhero. A Suicide Squad. Oh my God, the trailer for that was so amazing.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
I don't know.
And then
I'm still on the fence of it too, but only because I like Arrow. So
Okay,
I was
so-
like,
I mean, no offense to the community, but I'm sorry, Deadshot's not Will Smith.
no. Well, so here's the thing. Look,
no Will Smith's Deadshot.
yeah, that's right. Yeah, so you can't be good.
I want that's the nicest way of me saying it without sounding racist.
Right, is Deadshot supposed to be a white guy?
Well, he's,
Or what?
Yeah, he's white.
he's technically Puerto Rican. I don't know.
he's just
he's
not
Australian,
He's
isn't he?
just not the guy I had in mind when they mentioned Deadshot.
But I mean, when you go with that, like, look what they did with the movie. Which is, and when I say this, you're gonna say like, well, where else did they do that except with the Joker? But they wanted to get some high-level actors, and seriously, Will Smith is a crowd drawer. Drawer.
right.
People like Will Smith.
Yeah, he'll bring in people. People watch fucking After Earth. That movie was the biggest steaming pile of shit I've ever seen. His son in that movie was fucking horrible, but people still watched it because it was Will Smith.
Well,
I didn't.
I will say this: like, I do
never
like
saw
Will
that
Smith. I kind of agree to an extent about like, well, the comic book person or the comic book character is Puerto Rican or something like that. But I mean, how many times have, like, casting Joel Edgerton as a pharaoh? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
Like, and I like
That's true,
Yeah,
but
you know,
but there has to be like a line.
there
Yeah.
is a certain degree, definitely,
As
of
soon as they-
whitewashing in Hollywood.
But also
Yeah.
keep in
But-
mind, though, I mean, in this case, this wouldn't be technically, and this is speaking just from the phrase whitewashing means turning ethnic characters into a white person, or casting ethnic characters as white people. Technically, this isn't whitewashing because he was originally like Australian or he's not American.
I think he's Australian.
He's from overseas somewhere, but he, it's not technically whitewashing. But at the same time, like I said, I think that I have no qualms against it, just because of the fact, maybe I never read the comic books with them in there. I'm not too close to Deadshot. The closest thing I remember seeing about Deadshot was in Arkham Origins, and that game was a steaming pile of shirt too. So I guess until the movie comes out, I'm not too worried about that. What I am worried about is
I think it's cool. It's just like he's the biggest probably A-list actor on the bill, besides maybe Margot Robbie because she's coming up,
Leto.
right?
Oh,
Or
Jared
Jared
Leto.
Leto. But I mean, definitely as far as like you're talking people who've like pulled down crazy amounts of money. Will Smith is the
I
top.
think, well, that's probably the reason why. But
and
that's
he's not even the main character.
And
you know,
that's
he's not-
that's the thing I don't like about him being cast, because I could tell they cast him just because he's Will Smith, like you were saying.
just because he's a money grab.
Yeah, because people see Will Smith, people like you said, people like Will Smith.
Do you think that's a similar reason why they cast like Jim Carrey in Kick-Ass 2?
Probably.
Probably.
Very sure.
If only
I-
this
I-
could just be like,
yeah, I
hey,
would love to see the
didn't-
movie 'cause-
I liked his role in it, but it was so small.
It was so
Yeah,
small,
yeah.
and then
I like that.
plus he was really cool. The first one was, I think, the first one was better.
The first one was better because the second one got ridiculous.
By the way, I want to bring that up too because Kick-Ass is another one of those that
Comic book
while
movie.
comic book movie, hard R rating, violence, swears, the works.
Oh, but see,
right, but
hard.
it doesn't get noticed because it's not like a, like Deadpool, is one of them.
it's not Wolverine, it's not Deadpool.
But see, the fact of the matter is, though, you have something played against it. This was an independent work originally, and the comic book was relatively unknown except for the people who were in the inn.
Right.
But
and that gave them the freedom to do it. And it was a smash hit.
Well, now they're doing because it's from Mark Miller. Also, they're doing that one. I can't even remember the fucking name of it, but it's about basically a sociopath Batman with guns, and I think it's called Superior, if I remember correctly. Anyway, it's a good fucking book. A lot of people haven't heard it. I mean, obviously, you guys haven't heard of it.
now I'm gonna have to look it up. That sounds pretty great.
But it's gonna be one of those movies where it's kind of like in the same vein of Kick-Ass. It's very fucking R-rated. It's gonna have a lot of like emphasis on violence, and then it's gonna be one of those movies where it's just like, okay, here's the same vein that we're trying to get with, like, I guess Kick-Ass. But I mean, it could work now that Deadpool's kind of like a big thing.
It could, and that's the only thing, though. I really hope stuff doesn't just start working now because shit is R-rated.
Yeah.
If you shouldn't force the script. You shouldn't force the movie. So if the movie comes out and it's great as an R-rated movie, then do it. Right. But if they end up writing the script and if at any point they think, am I trying too hard?
Yeah,
then
they try to force that rated R just because for the sake of it being rated R. Because I mean, let's be honest. I mean, Deadpool probably got a lot of its people going in because they heard rated R.
Let's
like,
look at
let's go see what it looks like.
The movie
if they force
Expendables.
It won't be any good.
The first one. There's so many heads exploding, so many bodies falling apart. There is no part of me that takes that movie seriously. I just like watching that movie because I like the movie. I like the game Broforce.
Right.
I like seeing shit fall apart.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna be like, oh, this is the best military movie ever. Come on, dude.
I don't think I've ever taken a Chuck Norris movie or Sylvester or any of the people in that movie.
Well, he did Rambo.
I like Rocky.
Yeah, Rocky was.
Yeah, maybe back in the day, like they were.
Now he's like, what I gotta do with money now?
Rocky bought me with his money.
Like like that musical we saw, The Expendables.
You know,
I want to see.
Oh yeah. Every time I think of Expendables, I think of that
I
music.
haven't seen Creed yet.
Yeah. Creed is supposed to be really good.
You know, I wanted to jump back to the Suicide Squad, but I'll let you guys talk about Creed real quick.
Well, I mean,
I was just saying I looked cool.
Okay, I didn't know they had to talk
No.
I was actually really surprised to see that they brought people like Jai Courtney in. They brought Jay Hernandez. I haven't seen that dude in a movie in forever.
Yeah.
Last time, and this is because I don't pay attention to his shit because I'm not like, oh my gosh, Jay Hernandez. Last movies I remember seeing him were either Hostile, or he was also in Carlito's Way: Rise to Power.
Oh,
and then
who was he in Hostel?
He was the main dude.
The main character?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Go Latinos. Anyways.
the guy who in the beginning of the second one got his head cut off?
Yeah, pretty much. You know, all Latinos.
Spoiler alert.
Oh my god.
Hostel's such a cute
is that the
movie.
same movie where they get together and they gotta find that bunny? I don't know. It should have been that movie, and that should have been about because it's a hostel in Europe. They should have been getting high the entire time. That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
they were. That's why they all
died.
died.
They didn't pay attention to the horror movie rules.
Yeah.
But you know, a lot of great movies coming out, a lot of great games coming out. I think that it's safe to say that this year's already turned out to be pretty good.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a lot of blood.
There's gonna be a lot of blood. So much blood.
There better be blood.
So I guess
there will be blood.
I guess the only thing you can do is just
I think that.
I drink your milkshake.
I guess the only thing you guys can do to really prepare is make sure you wear your red suits and
your brown pants.
And your
brown
pants.
pants.
Say that.
Yeah.
Tell the words out right now.
But yeah, dude. I'm Justin.
I'm Sam.
I'm Pete.
And I'm tired.
By the way, I just want to tell you who we were. By the way, make sure March 12th we're gonna be out there. Are you? It's gonna be Float the Goat in Austin.
Yeah, we got a lot of great artists coming out over there. If you guys haven't seen our Street Fighter V video from PAX South, go watch that. That's got an artist from Float the Good on there. Great track, by the way.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, it was fantastic. It goes great with it.
Thank you. I edited that. But yeah, definitely go check out Float the Goat. Check us out on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, obviously, where you're hearing this right now. Enjoy the contest as we have them. We're going to have a lot more shit to give out the rest of the year. And just thank you guys for listening.
Also, make sure you guys check out Float the Goat's Facebook page. It's going to be linked in our YouTube page. Let them know if you're going. And like I said, we'll be out there.
Come say hi.
We'll come say, yeah, dude, seriously, come say hi. If you don't come say hi, then I'm going to have to come look for you. And you don't want that to happen.
No.
Because we'll start looking for people, and we don't know if you're watching our show or not. So we're going to start terrorizing civilians until you come and make yourself known. So
the next 2 weeks of asking everybody in Austin and San Antonio,
have you heard our podcast?
You watch this? Come, like pointing out our shirts.
Come meet me. Come, hey.
I'm almost famous.
Right. And again, welcome to all the new listeners. If you stuck around for this entire episode, hey man, kudos.
We love you.
Yeah, we love you. Yeah,
I have commitment issues, so I can't say I love you, but I will say I think I appreciate you.
Ooh. Or like, be like my high school girlfriend, I heart you.
I had
They literally tell me that. I'm like, just don't say anything.
Just say I am you. But yeah, guys, seriously, thanks for listening.
We're signing off. Sayonara, suckers.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah.
Nerds.